Good morning and welcome to the Retirement Railroad 2.0. I'm Steve and it's Sunday morning and time to run some trains. Alright, so what we're going to run this morning, we're going to do that, what we've done before, but I've made some changes to it to hopefully get it to be a little more reactive or interesting. And it's the Aurora Downers Grove Chicago round trip. So let's take a look at it. We start out in Aurora and we've got a TCX or Texaco tank car. We've got a CB&Q bulkhead flat loaded. We've got a CB&Q 50-foot boxcar that's empty. And we have a C&EI boxcar that is loaded. That's what we'll be bringing into the Downers Grove area. And we will start with picking up, actually we're going to pick up the CB&Q 40-foot boxcar and drop off that TCX or Texaco tank car back in the Downers Grove yard. When we're done with that, we're going to move down here to the bulkhead flat and we're going to set it out at the lumber yard. Once we're done with all of that, we head on out off the layout and we drop two cars we drop one car in Chicago and we pick up two more cars. We pick up an icebox reefer and a hooker chemical tank car. Then we'll come back and we will set out the 50-foot CB&Q boxcar at Pepperidge Farm and the C&EI boxcar at the Reporter, which is a printing company. Alright, and finally we will set out the icebox reefer that we picked up in Chicago and we'll be setting it out on the icing track. So with that, hang tight and we'll bring them on board and get started. So our train will be approaching from the left and the commuter train is stopped at this point, giving clearance for our Aurora Chicago round trip to cross over to the actual westbound tracks. All right, and so let's get the switches set and give the clearance. And here it comes. Okay, so first thing we need to do is pick up the boxcar, but let's go ahead and give clearance to the commuter to continue on its eastbound leg, shall we? get that 50-foot boxcar. All right, now we've got to go back and pick up the 3 we set out. crossing over to the eastbound tracks for the ride into Chicago. So the next thing we have to do is we have to set out our 50-foot CB&Q boxcar at Pepperidge Farm. All right. So what we shall do, and we should have enough clearance for this, is we will pull up and leave the Wilson Icebox Reefer and Hooker chemical car on those westbound tracks. So let's pull these up a tad, shall we? Uncouple here so that we don't leave the street fouled. We'll be just out of view for a second as we realign the turnouts. Realigned. It would help if I turned on power to these tracks. Right now we're pulled off into the REA Express siding. We'll realign the switch and we will back her on into the Pepperidge Farm. And right there she is. Realign the switch once more. Alrighty. Let's cross back over to those westbound tracks. I've had some problems with the C&EI boxcar. I'm going to have to set it out and do some work on it, I think. Time to set out the icebox, the Wilson Icebox reefer onto the icing track. Alright, now to get the it's time to do a little runaround. And it's time for the eastbound commuter. But it has cleared the crossover. And it is time for the local to return to Deadhead back to Aurora until its next load. So there you have it, our round trip Aurora Chicago with stops each way in Downers Grove has been completed. All right, and that finishes us up for Sunday morning trains. I hope you enjoyed it, and tune in again, and thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Bye now.